Good morning and welcome to the UNLV College of Southern Nevada partnership event for our advising community. I want to thank all of our CSN advisors and our UNLV advisors and staff at both campuses for all the work that they've put in to today's event. My name is Jeff Orgera and I serve as the Associate Vice Provost for Student Success at UNLV. And in that role, I get to work with our transfer program and all of our advising centers, as well as our student retention and success initiatives and our first year experience program. I'm so pleased to kick off National Transfer Student Week with this partnership event, using it as an introduction to some of the other events that we have going on this term, including a transfer workshop and major fairs, as well as some mixers. So we're all focused and committed on helping our students thrive through transfer, which I learn is the theme of this week, the National Transfer Student Week. So just quickly, I'd like to go through some shared priorities I think we have as two campuses together working to help students meet their goals. And the first one is helping our students find ways to engage in their courses and our campuses in a remote setting. I know that's a big curveball that's been thrown at our campuses, so I hope that you'll use some time today to really think about that engagement question. The other big priority is really focused on social justice and equitable outcomes of our students and inclusion practices. So I get to serve on our campuses, minority serving and Hispanic serving institution task force. And we're really looking forward to learning from CSN about some of the activities that you have going on in that space and how we can partner better support our students by becoming a student-ready institution and really focused on service. The other thing that we're working on right now is updating our strategic plan and finding ways to incorporate transfer metrics and outcomes into that plan. And President Whitfield has asked us to do that, and I'm looking forward to incorporating that into our updated strategic plan. The other thing I'd like to share with you is some of the changes to our transfer program. I shouldn't say changes, I guess I should say growth. In addition to their typical student appointments, we're also asking LaQuanda and Anam and Angie and Janet to think about how do we do what we call cohort management at UNLV, and that's the idea of providing our students with timely emails and outreach and text messages at various points in time to provide them with just-in-time information that'll help them at various decision points. So I'm hoping to find ways we can incorporate that into our work at the various CSN campuses. And I've heard that CSN has a first-year experience program and an empowerment network initiative that focuses on male success and men of color. And I'm really excited to learn more about that and how we can partner in those spaces using these cohort management techniques to help more of our students make progress towards their goals. Some of the other things we're working on in the transfer program is updating, obviously, always our curriculum on both of the campuses and making sure our articulation worksheets and transfer agreements are up to date. So we've invested in that process thanks to the transfer team. So lastly, I'd like to think about some next steps and talk about some next steps where we can work together. And I think one area is in co-requisite implementation. Most of you probably have heard that we're moving away from developmental coursework, which I think is terrific, and moving into a place where students can either take their gateway math or English class or a co-requisite math or English class in their first year, and they have to begin both of those within their first year. So we'd love to learn from the CSN advisors how it's being approached on your campus and how we can implement some of those things on our campus and also tell you how we're doing it on our end. I think this is going to be an ongoing program that we have to really think together about what's working and how do we make it better for our students. The other area I think we can work on together is just cross-training in general. Us understanding the the students and the challenges that you face at CSN, and then us doing the same for you in terms of the UNLV perspective. So I hope today is the beginning, actually the continuation of a conversation that started last year, and hopefully it's the beginning of new energy and commitment towards helping our students thrive in 2020. And that being said, I'd like to end with thanking you all again for taking the time to log in today, to think about our students, and to also thank you for the work that you do each day to help make our students more ready to make progress and make our institutions more student-centered and friendly and inclusive and equitable for our students. So thanks for all you do. I hope you're taking care of yourself, find balance, find joy, and I look forward to meeting you either this year or sometime in the near future. Thanks very much and have a terrific day.